Tourtiere pour des bancs en période de vacances. Idéal pour la saison hivernale. So we're going to start, mixing the beef up, and we're just simply going to add all of our spices. Okay, these are all already pre-mixed. So this is more of the holiday version. We're just going to add all of our mixture here. You know, your cinnamon, your cloves, your thyme. So just all work it in like this. So we're going to grind up the pork right here by hand. So we're going to have to get it really tiny. Usually you try to get it all pre-ground, but we'll get it done this way. So we actually got two versions going. We have one that's going to be with bell seasoning and potatoes. So that's simple. That's just beef, potatoes, and bell seasoning. And that's going to be a meat pie. The other one is the pork and the beef, which is more holiday spices. Cinnamon, thyme, ginger. Yeah, so there are two different kinds of versions. And basically this stuff, your starch and your veg, celery, that's it. That's going to be added to both of them. So we'll just, as the meat's cooking, we'll prep this. Alright, so we got a little celery. That'll give it some crunch. And the potatoes will be cooked down so they're really soft, but still together. Kind of brings the meat and keeps the pie together too. So gives it, more texture. Just get some of this celery in, a little onion. We got our second version going. There we go. But remember, we're missing one more thing. I'm going to go grab that. You hold. The famous bell seasoning. Use as much of this as you want. Do this to taste, but we're going to give this a few stirrs. Wow. Great stuff here. So this is your pork and your beef. That's slowly going to break up and marinate. Simple version of just the beef with the bell seasoning. And we just sit back and relax. There's nothing like fall in New England. might as well stay busy. So I'm gonna just clean a little, and I'm gonna start making the pie crust. I'm gonna start setting them in there, and might as well stay busy. So these are for the bottom of the pie. Very simple in some ways, but once you get the hang of this, it becomes addicting. And you'll want to make these all the time. Just throw this one down. And sometimes these tend to crack or split. As you can see here, that's split. So gotta be a little careful, but that's gonna be your bottom, so you just seal it up. Just tighten them up. Your hands will get a good feel of it, a good sense of where it's gonna be weak. So you just go through. Yeah. What I tend to do is your edges, try to get them all straight. Remember, you're not gonna see this part. This is just all your mix and your cooked stuff is gonna cover all that. So it doesn't have to look aesthetically nice. I actually have some extra time. I have some mason jars, and I'm actually going to do some canning. I have all the ingredients for that. I'll also post that. We're going to do some French green beans, also known as haricots vertes. So many different names and styles, but I'm going to proceed and do some of these, and we'll see what happens. So basically with this, it's very simple. You need the ingredients, obviously, but it's stuff like vinegar, some salt, some dill, also mustard seeds. I'm going to post those ingredients as I said, but if you have some mason jars, at least 2. And some green beans. We're going to snip these down and basically put them in here, and I'm going to use them at probably Thanksgiving time, because they should be sealed and sit in a container. The longer, the better. So you're going to get some good flavors out of there. All right, let's get this mason jar out of here. Let that cool a little more. But it's sanitized. It's the best way to do it. You kind of have to do it. So they do have stuff specialty made for picking these up. Alrighty, we got the sanitation part done. Be careful this one. So you let the jar cool off. We're going to slowly start adding our green beans back into the mason jar. Alright. So this will be added to the French beans. Alrighty, this looks pretty much done. It's going to go into the pie crust and do some baking. But before that, we're going to go over to the counter over here and add some potato. So I'm just going to mix in some potatoes. Remember, I'm going to make a note here. This is the one with just the bells. That's one of my favorites. So before we attack the other one, let's finish this one. You can pre-mash the potatoes. Today, I decided just to slowly mix them in. That way, if I need more seasoning, I can add as I go. So, alright, let's go ahead and just get this into your pie crust. There we go. Actually, I thought I was going to be short, so still a little under, but we can work with this. So there it is. Here's our more holiday one. I mean, it's the fall season all the way into the winter. These are very popular. Many, many versions. So, again, a reminder, this is our pork and beef. More with cinnamons, thyme. No garlics or anything, so this is just another version. And this is more closer to Christmas, so. And again, I'm going to mix my potatoes as I go here. That way it absorbs the flavors, but also if I do a taste test and I feel like adding something, I can go ahead and do it. So let's keep doing this. Wow, there we go. Looks pretty full here, so. Butter to the top. You can use oil, but oil tends to burn. So we're going to bake, and if I want some more browning, I'm technically going to broil it for 5 minutes, we'll say. All right. Edges. There's the bells. Second one. All right, now we got pie number 2 prepped and ready. Cut the holes in there. We just got to put them in the oven, and I'm going to leave them in about a half hour. We'll see how the browning takes place.